But directing the military to crack down on illicit trade also raises legal issues, including whether it would count as murder if U.S. Last story, speaking of consolidating power, the president has ordered the Pentagon to use the armed forces to carry out what was in the past was considered law enforcement. It says here, President Trump has secretly signed a directive to the Pentagon to begin using military force against certain Latin American drug cartels that his administration has deemed terrorist organizations, according to people familiar with the matter. The decision to bring the American military into the fight is the most aggressive step so far in the administration's escalating campaign against the cartels. Trump's continued willingness to use military forces to carry out what has primarily been considered a law enforcement responsibility to curb the flow of fentanyl and other drugs. The order provides an official basis for the possibility of direct military operations at sea and on foreign soil against cartels. But directing the military to crack down on illicit trade also raises legal issues, including whether it would count as murder if U.S. forces acting outside of a congressionally authorized armed conflict were to kill civilians, even criminal suspects, who pose no imminent threat. It is unclear what White House, Pentagon, and State Department lawyers have said about the new directive, or whether the Justice Department's Office of Legal Counsel has produced an authoritative opinion assessing legal issues. But it is definitely an interesting and quite flagrant move, especially considering there's talk of invading Mexico in order to accomplish this. But that is certainly that certainly would be a big move and could cause a lot of regional instability. We're going to go to the source and shut down the cartels. This can get expensive, it can get bloody, and it can get very messy. It'll be interesting to see how this develops.